Yes, a very, very good afternoon, guys. This is Raj, only on the Woman Agenda podcast. Hope you're having a fantastic, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you guys are in the world. Hope you're looking after each other and your loved ones and everyone else. Andy Mason, everyone. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. If you want to be featured on the Woman Agenda podcast, where we will have some exciting interviews coming up next week, get in touch with the talent spotlight 309 at gmail.com. We were talking about that. So these are the top headlines which we will be talking about today on a brand new show, which will be every Sunday, premiering every Sunday only on the Woman Agenda podcast. These are the top headlines. Study shows women still bear most of the household burden. So, what's that about and why is that happening? Good idea. US Marine Corps now will allow women to have ponytails. Finally, that's happening after so many years of fighting for this. And contribution on women members of Constituent Assembly are rarely discussed, and that's said by the one and only Indian Prime Minister PM Narendra Modi ji. These are top headlines, but first of all, this is the Woman Agenda podcast. Yes, hello guys. Hi you guys. Yes, I've appeared. This is the brand new show called Women. Shall I say more? And we are talking obviously. So the show, as the title says, Women is the show title. We talk about women empowerment with this breaking news. We are talking about what women are doing, the struggles of women still in the 22nd century, and so forth. And the women difference makers only on the brand new show called Women every Sunday, premiering here. Thank you very much for watching. Here is the first breaking news. Studies are showing women still bear most of the household burden. Now, reported by netizen buzz.blogspot.com, women are still bearing most of the household burden in young double income couples. They're reporting that women found to do 2.3 times more household work and child rearing amongst young double income couples in Seoul. Women do 114 minutes of chores a day, men do only 49 minutes. Now, young couples promise to divide income and household chores evenly, but it always ends up the women end up doing more of the child rearing and household chores, no matter how equal their jobs are. Men need to help more, so does the biases in our society. A lot of the in-laws are still of the opinion that men should only help with chores when child rearing and chores are something you do together, not something he helps with. Uh, all of all of you loser men word get shouldn't be getting mad in the comments here. The wife of your illusion doesn't exist. And also reported by the London.com that one possible explanation for this is that their husbands, wives, and women worry that they are breaking norms on gender expectations. The same norms are at play for men in female-dominated occupations, such as nursing, who are more likely than other men to do more masculine types of housework, like power hosing the deck or mowing the lawn. Women in male-dominated occupations such as law enforcement tend to do more feminine tasks such as cooking and washing the dishes. These men and women are correcting for their jobs by asserting that the masculinity and femininity through housework. I've seen these processes play out in own research on how married couples with kids respond to men's versus women unemployment after interviewing dozens of heterosexual upper middle class families in which one spouse was unemployed. I found that while men's unemployment was framed as a great problem in need of immediate uh, rectification, women's unemployment was not. That was true when women had earned half or more of the total household income. The couples I talked with were granted anonymity to talk openly about their family situations. The husband of one unemployed wife, of who for decades had earned about 3 or 4 times his salary, told me that he would be perfectly happy to have her just sort of hang out and enjoy life. He felt no particular urgency for his wife to find another job. Instead, emphasizing that his income alone is enough to support the family. Of course, that would mean dramatically downscaling the family's lifestyle, replete with vacations abroad. Now, now going back on to that situation. If you want to sponsor the podcast, first of all, get in touch with us. Talentspotlight300@gmail.com. You can see it scrolling below. We're available on Twitter and Facebook, as you know. Now, and it would be a good idea to obviously if we put it on there as well, which we will do. Now the situation over that. I mean, we've seen that in Asians as well. I mean, to be honest, in Asians in the Asian society, we've seen where they're saying, "Oh my, you're a woman, you're not working," and it's still happening in the 22nd century. Now, I don't know what century these guys are living in. That they're saying to the woman, the girl, obviously, you marry, you become a woman, that you cannot work because you're an Asian woman, you're just staying at home, even though she may have done a degree and everything else like that. It's still happening in the UK. You may be surprised to hear that, but I have seen it in the UK. So many cases of this happening, where the woman is told that she cannot work. In India, it's still happening, so forth. So it is happening a lot still. Unfortunately, equality is still not it's not existent as much as we thinking it is. I'm afraid it still doesn't happen. Uh, and a good idea, U.S. Marine Corps now will allow women to have finally ponytails. Now, reported by 1945.com article, U.S. Marine Corps have relaxed its regulation for women's hair, including tight restrictions banning ponytails, a change that troops have been requesting for years. In an administration message releasing Wednesday, the branch again emphasized that while all hairstyles must be neat and professional, female Marines are encouraged not to pull their hair back so tight as to put unnecessary tension on their follicles. Women with medium length hair does not extend beyond 2 inches below the base of the collar's lower edge are now allowed one unsecured half ponytail or up to two unsecured half braids while in their utility uniform, flight suits, or workout clothes. Until now, the Marine Corps were only branch that did not allow women to wear ponytails of any kinds of regular uniform. And finally, but not least, contribution of women members of Constituent Assembly are rarely discussed. And if you think I'm lying about this, this is reported by OutlookIndia.com. Addressing the Constitution Day event at Supreme Court in the presence of Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and other judges, he said, this is quote by PM Modi, India Prime Minister Ji. He said the future of Indian Constitution and institution rests on the shoulders of the youth. He also lamented that the contribution of women members in the Constituent Assembly is rarely discussed, even as he stressed on the need to make the youth better understand the Constitution. He also said that there were 15 members in the Constitute Assembly, with one of them being Dakshiani Valiyodhan, a woman who had come out of the deprived society. She made important interventions on many topics related to Dalits and labours, he noted. Durgabai Deshmukh, Hansa Mehta, Rajkumari Amritkar, and many other women members have also contributed significantly on topics related to women. Their contribution is really discussed here underlined. He said there's another feature of the Constitution which has become even more relevant in today's times. The Constitution makers give us a document which is open, frustrated, and known for its modern vision, which makes it youth-centric, the Prime Minister said. He said, be it sports or startups, information technology, or digital payment, youth power is making its mark in every aspect of its development. He also said the increased interest in the Constitution will create a vision among the youth to understand topics such as equality and empowerment. End quote. So that was the women show today. I hope you guys liked the top 3 news of the week. We will be back. We will be back with live interviews coming up. Stay tuned on the Woman Agenda for breaking news on that. Like I said, if you want to sponsor the podcast, you will be featured on the YouTube channel, Woman Agenda channel, podcast channel, as well as the podcasts where they can be found, or as you can see on their Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and everywhere else. Get in touch, transponder309@gmail.com. And if you want to book a very talented country music singer, then this is the girl who you need to be booking with. Into Booker. It's Kirsty Krause at contact@kirstykrause.com, and she is a buddy of mine as well. Get in touch with her. And also, if you, like I said, if you want a live interview, if you're a woman and you co-present with me, you have any ideas about that, or if you want a live interview and you do something incredible, or a difference maker, or an artist, or anything, get in touch, transponder309@gmail.com. Thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I will be back for more news and the amazing show which is coming up soon. You'll be seeing it soon on here, which is called Indian Predator. What's that about? That's coming up very, very soon in the next few weeks, as well as live interviews with more female artists and special talent coming up as well. Thank you very much for watching.